Hey Jaden, what's going on? How you doing? Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Hey Queen, how you doing? Happy Saturday. I am putting some of my tea blends together. This is one of my favorites. Let me just show you guys if you can see it. Hopefully my camera will come in. This is chamomile with bee pollen. And it's so good. It's so good. It smells incredible. It smells so good. Oh my goodness. So we're putting together some slim tummy teas and some detox teas. And of course, our Cmos that has been taken off. Like this Cmos, people are loving the Cmos. And rightfully so. It's incredible. It is absolutely incredible. I actually made my own while I packaged my Cmos up. Like, this is how I package it. Let me just get it. Thank you guys for the thumbs up and for popping in. I'm so spontaneous. I'm so spontaneous. No announcements, nothing. But I'm working, so why not get some content and let you guys see what I do as well. So I packaged my Cmos up like this. This is Bella's Cmos Advance. It has Cmos, bladderwrack, and burdock root in it. So it is a very powerful alkalining cell detoxer. It detoxes at the cellular level. While I package them up like this, so I put mine in the packs. It is 30 per pack. I had to make my own up, and I put mine in the actual capsule bottle. So this is what mine looks like. And I filled that baby up. I filled that capsule bottle up. So me and my husband takes these. But I also have been pre-filling my capsules. So when my orders come in, and they've been coming in, oh, I'm so grateful. I pre-fill the capsules. Let me show you guys. Let me get it and show you guys what I do. Babe, I need you to come hand me one of these bottles, please. Y'all hear me struggling? Oh, he don't even hear me. I pre-fill my capsules so when the orders come in, I can just take them from my pre-filled supply and package them up. So I've been over here working, not just my 9 to 5, but also on my passion, which is herbal preparations. You guys see my herbs? This is just some of them. This is just some of them. We got rose petal up here. We got chamomile, mugwort. With the rose petal one for you natural hair girls. So this is the rose petal. This is now the small ones you see is my personal, but trust and believe I have large batches of it. So for the rose petals, I make my own rose water. That's what I moisturize my locks with. And these are things that I've been doing for myself for years. And, you know, I get a lot of compliments, even on with the way that it smells. And I started off with doing like body butters with the shea butter and stuff like that. But I've always been intrigued by herbs, always been intrigued by plants, always been intrigued by roots and anything natural to support the body and help the body function at its optimal. So it's been now 7 to 8 years I've been studying herbalism. I am in love with it. Like if I can name 3 things that I'm passionate about, that's definitely in my top. Learning how these roots and herbs work. Thank you so much, sis. And listen, this is just this collection here. Let me see if I can move back. It's so much. This whole thing is full. I had to get another you know, what is the bookcase, but I'm putting my herbs on it. And my husband is actually going to make me a apothecary medicine cabinet so I can store all of my herbs, because guys, I have a whole box of herbs. And normally when I come live, I tell you guys, next time I come, I'm going to show you this. Next time I come, I'm going to show you that, and never get around to it. So let's do that today. Let me show you guys some of the things that I have. So when I say I have a plethora of herbs, I am literally not joking. I have holy basil here, and this bag is full of the holy basil. Holy basil is high in iron, and it's really, really good for people who suffer with high blood pressure. So it's great at normalizing blood flow and regulating your blood pressure. I'm gonna plug this in here because anytime I'm on live talking about herbs, I have to say this. I'm not a medical doctor. My herbs and what I share with you guys and how they work for me is not in no way, shape, or form to say that it's a cure, you know. So I'm not a doctor. That's my disclaimer. I'm just sharing with you guys what I use, the benefits of it, what it could possibly do for your life, what it's done for my life, how it's enhanced my life, and well-being overall. Because, you know, believe it or not, when your hormones are off, everything else is off. So people are dealing with things now that they're blaming on, you know, mental illness and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, I'm passionate. That's one of the things in my top 3 that I'm passionate about as well, and that's mental health. So believe it or not, there are herbs that help to balance the hormones, and if your hormones are balanced, everything is balanced. So let's continue to look. Here's something that is designed to balance your hormones, and also it works as an adaptogen. You need something to help with energy and detoxing. Absolutely, sis. So I'm gonna tell you now, the Cmos, the bladderwrack, and the burdock root is a great place to start because it detoxes everything. Like, you know how some people just focus on getting something to just detox the colon, and that's it. You're still dealing with toxins in your liver, your kidneys, those organs that are there to filter this stuff out can sometimes become overloaded. So Cmos and the bladderwrack and the burdock root will help to detox at a cellular level. So you're not just detoxing the colon, you're detoxing everything. You know, I tell my husband, you know, when he's working on the car, he could be changing the rotor. Okay, say for instance one of his rotors go bad on a back tire, he could be changing the rotor. So I always suggest to him, if you're going to change that one, you might as well change the other one, because sometimes when you put something new, it doesn't work really good when it has to work with something old. So we want to do it all at the same time. And so that's the preparations that I put together are designed to do that. So here we have lemon balm. Of course, is another great big old bag. I think I'm halfway through. But this is my lemon balm. Lemon balm is an adaptogen. And that just simply means it helps you to adapt. It helps you to your body, every system in your body to adapt to stress. So if you're dealing with stress and things like that, lemon balm is a great nighttime tea to blend with chamomile. Also to blend with valerian root, which I wouldn't drink valerian as a tea. I mean, it smells horrific. So that's something I would not drink as a tea. But I do have valerian root capsules, and they are incredible for giving you that restful sleep. It is also an adaptogen, so it helps to calm you. It works on the central nervous system. So if your nerves are nice and calm, everything about you is going to be nice, calm, cool, and collective. The natural way, no side effects. That is something that I take nightly before I go to bed. Also, the mugwort, along with the blue lotus flower. Oh, that is so incredible to help you rest. Definitely if you're dealing with stress, or if you are overloaded with worry, anxiety, it helps to relax you, helps you to chill, helps you to just kick back and enjoy life. So that's one of the reasons I really, really love, excuse me, love those herbs. So guys, I don't know for you guys that are here, if some of you don't know, I did come live last week. Was it last week, honey? Yep. I came live last week to share with people where I've been. After Christmas, like a lot of people, me and my husband got COVID. I don't know how, but we did. We did everything safe, and I'm attributing it to the herbs that we take, that we didn't stay sick really long. I believe it had to be like 7 days, but nonetheless, prior to that, we had not been sick. So I'm loving these herbs. You keep your immune system in a place where it needs to be, then it'll do what it was designed to do, and that's to fight off the invaders. So that's where why I've been absent. The end of December and the month of January, because I've been getting my health together. I've been getting my strength back. One thing I found out about COVID, while we didn't have really extreme symptoms, we had like flu-like symptoms, is it makes you extremely, extremely fatigued. I've never felt that level of fatigue before in my entire life. Like, it just literally drains everything out of you. And so I was extremely tired. I mean, I couldn't get myself together. I did manage to try to do a few things, because even when I do deal with any type of colds or sickness, I got to get up and move. I just feel like that helps me to feel better a lot sooner. So this is a marjoram leaf here. Of course, I got a huge old bag of it. Y'all see, like, listen, I don't be playing when it comes to my herbs. I don't play. I don't know if that's focusing in, because I can't see my camera. I think I got to get a little closer to it. I don't know. But I don't know why it's not focusing in. So, Marlene, I'll definitely get with you with regards to getting you something for energy and for detox. Okay? Absolutely, sis. I definitely will. We got hibiscus. Oh, let me just show you. So I do have a jar of it, but this is my hibiscus. I don't know why it's not, maybe because the light is right there. But this is my big old bag of hibiscus. I love this stuff. I love it. And hibiscus looks so beautiful, and it tastes so good. Right? This is what it looks like. Oh, I don't want to spill it, but this is what it looks like. This right here is delicious, like as a tea. And it's also an adaptogen. So a lot of my herbs are adaptogens, but they work in different ways, but they have the component to be able to work on the central nervous system to keep you relaxed. And for me, let me just tell you guys, I was doing OMAD, watching my diet, literally eating once a day. That's what OMAD is. Not a whole lot even when I eat, but I still maintained the same weight. Like, I didn't lose any weight, but I didn't gain any for the last 2 months, like literally on a plateau. And I believe that's because of stress. Like literally, I just did a career change. I launched my business, like full force launched my business, Locks and Tea, and began to start to put together a lot of the things that I've been doing already for years. For me, I was doing the third party person. I'm, representing this company, representing that company, and I don't mind doing that. I love doing that, especially if it's in the genre of wellness and healthcare. I'm going to be a part of it. But I realize you've put your dream on the back burner for so long. You put your passion on the back burner for so long. It's not to say that you can't do things for these other companies, but what about you? What about you? When do you start to build for you? When do you start to launch out and and walk in faith in the things that you're believing to happen for you? And so that's what I did. January 1st, we incorporated this business, and we've been going ever since. Like literally, I've always shared my herbs with people, but why not make it a business? Because it's something that I love. I love seeing people being holistically healthy. So that's mind, body, spirit, and that entails your body being in the place that it needs to be. So we launched it, so we've been busy doing that as well. We are incorporated, and we are excited about this season of being able to share on another level, because like I said, I've always shared, but share on another level what we are passionate about doing. So yes. You going through that now, Marlene? Listen, I'm gonna tell you, Queen. If you're in a place where, you're thinking about what's next for you, or, I've been helping so many other people, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, you're not in the pathway yet. I've been helping so many other people, and it's in business, just in life, period. And it's nothing wrong with that. Sis, I live to do that. Like that's my purpose here, to see people grow and to see people reach a level of the best version of themselves. But I've done that so long without the balance of remembering me, if that makes any sense. I've done it so long till I had to begin to practice and come to a place of remembering and considering me. So I've helped other people become successful. I help other people become confident. I help other people. And I'm going to continue to do that, because that's what I do. And in the interim of that, I lost myself, so to speak. I lost my passion, so to speak. I lost my dreams, so to speak. People say, hey, Alec, Marcus, Glasgow, welcome to the live. Thanks so much for dropping in. Please thumbs up the lives, guys. I appreciate you guys being here, because this is definitely random. And I'm going to start doing a lot more of these, because I'm spending a lot of time in the lab, i.e. my kitchen, my area, working on my herbal preparations. So why not do that and show you guys, share with you guys what I'm up to, what I'm doing. So we have Lobelia leaf. Lobelia leaf. This is great too. This is a great, let me see if I can get it a little clearer. I don't know why it ain't popping in. There we go. If you guys can see that. This is Lobelia leaf. This herb is good for people who have addictive tendencies. So especially if you are someone who is trying to not overeat, somebody who is trying to quit smoking, those types of impulses and urges and addictions, Lobelia is a great herb to take. And we're going to get a little bit more deeper into the herbs, but because I'm going through them, I'm just giving you just the tip of the iceberg of what it is, what it does. Hey sis, hey Dana, how you doing, Queen? Happy Saturday to you. Happy Saturday to you. So you can go through my link tree. I will plug it here. Currently on the site, we have our Cmos, which is very, very popular. Of course, people, they want to keep their immune systems up. They want to keep their immune systems in a place where it functions at the capacity that it's supposed to, so that it's fighting off anything that's trying to, it's blocking and fighting anything that's trying to come up in there. So I will definitely, let me plug my link tree in here. Link. So you can go through my link tree. It is Bella Holistics. Currently, we have on the site the Cmos bladderwrack burdock root capsules. But you can also purchase any type of slim tummy tea, which is a detox tea. So the Cmos is going to detox you at a cellular level, and the tummy tea is going to detox you and help with getting any type of bloating and any type of, I try to say this in the best way possible as not to be too graphic, but get you to the place where you're regular. Okay, it'll get you to the place of being regular. What I love about the slim tummy tea is it also takes out any type of bloating and gas. We could walk around here with trap gas and bloating will put a couple of extra pounds on you that ain't supposed to be there. How about that? So some of us walking around with a couple of extra pounds that ain't nothing but air, right? So the slim tummy tea will help with that. It is very strong. This one, I have two different kinds. So here's one, and I have not put it up on the site yet, but I'm letting you guys know this is exclusive. So I'm letting you guys know. So if you're interested in getting any type of slim tummy detox tea along with your Cmos, let me know and I'll throw it in there. Dana says, I've been hearing so much about the Cmos. Let me tell you, I've been taking Cmos now for the past 6-7 years. Started with Cmos. Let me tell you my story. I believe I'll testify while I got a chance. May not have this chance anymore. We're going to go back 7 years, right? I am mourning the loss of my mother. Again, people do not realize when you carry stress in your body, it manifests in a physical way. The saying is true, stress kills. It really does, guys. It really, really does. And so I carried around the stress of grieving my mother. Okay. And, it started to show up in physical ways. I developed a goiter. Let me just turn sideways so I can show you guys that it was the same. It was way out here. So you see where my chin stops, and no, I'm not talking about the other chin. I got two of them. I'm working on it. Okay. I'm working on it. But where my chin stops, I had a goiter in my neck that came out to there. Right? My thyroid had become hyperactive, which my hair started falling out. I started getting eczema all over. Like I was covered. I was a walking scab. I wish I could show you guys a picture. I have one. I need to put it online so people can see. Yes, sis, I'm definitely praying for you, sis. People don't realize now, listen, this is what happens. So it started to show up in my body, the grief, the pain, because I don't know, maybe I was trying to be strong for my siblings, for my family, and I carried a lot. Because I had no regrets. I was my mom's primary caregiver during her last months when she was in hospice, which we did hospice at home. So my husband and I completely moved out of our house. I left my career. I moved in with my mother, and I stepped by her side until she took her very last breath. And it was like maybe 4 or 5 months after I gave up all of these things to do what I knew to do, right? So, and I'm the oldest child. So of course my siblings weren't there. And at the time I couldn't understand why they weren't there. A lot of times I became angry, frustrated, stressed out, because when you see somebody you love that is going through something that you cannot fix, you can pray about it. Yes, you can, but you can't just wave a magic wand and fix it. You're watching them go from being, able-bodied people doing what they need to do for themselves to becoming emaciated and down to nothing, having the mind of a child. It just really psychologically and mentally took me out. So long story short, I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism. They took an antibody test and came back and said, you don't just have hypothyroidism, you have Graves' disease. There is no cure for Graves' disease. We can do surgery to remove the goiter, which no, you're not going to do that. Yes, we do, sis. Living your best life. Marlene, we definitely do. Tomorrow, I'm going to have this is just an insertion here, and I'm going to go back to my story. Tomorrow on this channel, I'm going to have a panel. My husband's going to be on it, and a couple of other guys, because I was a part of, my husband was invited to speak on my daughter's platform on Thursday evening, and the title was The Big D. They've been talking about depression. And so when the men brought their perspective, it was incredible. So we're going to be doing a repeat of that on this channel tomorrow, between 4 and 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let's get back to the story. And Marlene, we definitely will put some time aside, sis, and just we need to put something together and talk about it, because a lot of people are suffering in silence. A lot of people are in this place. A lot of people are feeling like they're going crazy when really it's your body that is out of whack. So I'm angry. I'm dealing with all of these things. Got the diagnosis from my doctor, told me whatever they prescribed me, I have to take it the rest of my life because there's no cure for Graves' disease. This is why I say, guys, when I'm sharing my herbs with you guys, when I'm sharing what I am incorporating into my life, when I'm sharing the preparations that I put together to help people to live healthy, when I'm sharing these things and I put the disclaimer out there that I'm not a medical doctor, I can only tell you what worked for me, and I can share with you that it works. That what grows from the earth, what God has left here, what he say, the herbs were the healing for the nations, right? And so, when you come to have, research and have an understanding of the fact that a lot of medications that are being prescribed, they take compounds from where? From these plants, from these herbs, and they make their medications. The only difference is their medications, because they're including all other types of other stuff, man-made stuff, synthetic stuff that the body was never designed to be able to break down and digest. You deal with the risk of having side effects that you're going to need something to help with the symptoms of that. So why not go straight to the source, to what God has left us, and let thine medicine, because that's what it is. Herbs and plants are medicine. It's food. It's not just medicine, it's food. Let thine food be thy medicine. Who said that? That's a quote. Let thy food be thy medicine. And so I went to an integrated doctor. Now, I went to my regular doctor because I like to know what's going on. I went to an integrated doctor. He says in Chinese culture, when people have goiters, that means, first of all, it's coming after the part of you that speaks. It's trying to shut down your voice. It's trying to close you. It's trying to silence you. Right there, Marlene said it. People are suffering silence. It's trying to keep you in a place of remaining silent. That's what it's trying to do. And so he says that's anger. That's anger. So when you begin to get to the root of things, it helps you to see that this hypothyroid didn't just come out of anywhere. This high blood pressure didn't just come from out of the wind. This diabetes didn't just come from out of anywhere. This rheumatoid arthritis didn't come from anywhere. Lupus didn't just fall down on me and say, let me just, now I'm going to visit Tracy and she's going to live her life out with lupus. It doesn't happen that way. Something happens at the root that causes these things to occur. And so when he said anger, immediately I said, yeah, first of all, when I did what I knew to do, as a woman of God, and pray for God to heal my mother, she died. So yeah, I'm angry. When I had to give up everything that I gave up to care for her, while everybody else lived their lives, yeah, I'm angry. And so I just started to list everything, go all the way back and begin to list everything that caused me to be in the place that I was in with this goiter, dealing with the anger. So we're taking it back to the root. So as I begin to deal with those things and address those things and give voice to them, I'll be honest when I was angry. Find somebody to talk to when I was angry. Express how I felt when I was angry. Not carry things around when I was angry, and allow myself to feel and not deny the fact that I was angry. Then things begin to turn around for me. I incorporated adaptogens into my life. I changed my lifestyle, and I started taking the Cmos. Okay, now it's a plethora of wealth of information on Cmos online. So when I'm sharing with you about the Cmos experience, I'm sharing from my experience, but I'm also sharing from you scientifically proven facts of what this algae, because that's what it is. It is a ocean vegetable. The benefits that it does, how it supports the body, how it rids the body of mucus, how it rids the body of any type of oxidative stress, how it helps to balance you, how it detoxes you at the cellular level, how you're not just cleaning out your colon, but you're cleaning out your kidney, your livers, your lung, everything on a cellular level, and you're rebalancing, putting things back into balance. How you are supporting your body and giving it what it needs so that it can be in the position to do what it was created to do, and that is to heal itself. If I cut my finger 3-4 days later because of my immune system kicking in and the white blood cells rushing to support or to heal this cut, 2-3 days later the cut will begin to heal. You'll see the signs of healing. So it is on the inside of your body that when you begin to give it what it needs, if you have any type of imbalances or whatever, then it will begin to put things back into balance and support your body to the place where you are able to, allow your immune system to do what it does best. Let's talk about it with Anita. Welcome to the live queen. How are you? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. So long story short, guys, I started to incorporate the herbs, the adaptogens, the roots, the different things that I, as I was learning, knew that would support my body to getting things back in balance. We dealt with the root of it. I don't really like to say this a lot, but it's the truth. And I have people who I know work in the medical profession. So I'm in no way, shape, or form am I knocking the medical profession. They are necessary. They are needed. They are anointed. Like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But my personal preference is when it comes down to pharmaceuticals, I like to be proactive in deciding what I'm putting in this body. So yes, I'm going to go. I want the diagnosis. Tell me what's going on. So then I will know what I need to research to begin to get things back into balance, because been there, done that with the side effects that you need medicine for the side effect, that you're going to need medicine for that side effect. And the reality is that only thing that medicine does is it deals with the symptom, and it does not deal with the root of the problem, which means, like he said, with that, when he diagnosed me with Graves' disease, you're going to have to take medicine for the rest of your life. Why? Because this is what we were trained to do. Treat the symptom. So being proactive about your health is another thing that I encourage people to do. Listen, I would never tell nobody don't go to the doctor. As a matter of fact, even before I recommend any herbs to people who don't currently have herbs in their life, or not taking them. Let me just let this caller know that I'm live. What I always do is recommend and tell people, make sure you consult with your healthcare practitioner prior to taking anything different, changing up anything different. Why? Number one, if you're taking medications, yes, some of these herbs can interact with your medications. So you want to talk to your doctor. You want to do your research. I'm not the person that you're going to just tell me anything. I'm going to research. I'm going to look. I'm going to see what it is. Can you open that for me and tell me what it is? I hope it's my what's the name? I'm the person that's going to go and I'm going to study for myself. I am a student of everything. So if you tell me something, I'm looking into it. But I would encourage people, okay, fun fact, Hawthorne Berry. I mentioned to you guys earlier when I showed you the holy basil, right? Ooh, this big old bag of amazing holy basil. What it does is it helps to regulate your blood pressure. So if you're currently taking blood pressure medication and you taking holy basil, it can make your pressure even, plummet at a dangerously low level. So this type of stuff you want to be aware of prior. Hey, Sisters with Story, thank you so much for coming in, baby girl. Thank you so much. This is stuff why you have to consult with a healthcare practitioner, because I would never tell somebody stop taking your medicine and take this. Absolutely not. The more medication you take, like some people have been taking high blood pressure for years. So that means that medicine has built up in your body, right? It is built up in your system. And so that's why they say anytime you're going to take something different, thank you so much for sharing me out, Queen. I appreciate it. Anytime you're going to do something different, right? You don't want to shock what the body's accustomed to. So this is why I will tell people, these are things that I take. I'm taking the herbs because I live a herbal life. I'm not on no medications, right? But if you're taking medication for diabetes, if you're taking medication for high blood pressure, I don't just, give people herbs. Now the Cmos, I don't care what you're taking. You can take the Cmos. But when it comes down to these different herbal preparations that are going to target anxiety, that's going to target you being restless, going to target, again, fatigue, going to target high blood pressure, going to target regulating your glucose levels, then we're going to have a conversation, i.e. a consultation on what it is that you're currently doing, if you're taking any type of medication or whatever, because I will not be responsible. And this is why it's taken me so long to launch my business, because I didn't want to be the one responsible for anybody getting hurt. So yeah, Tracy, incorporate your consultations as I begin to build my business plan, because this needs to be out here. People need to know there's an alternative. People need to know that they have choices, especially when it comes to being proactive about your health. Okay? So I'm here to provide you with the information. I'm here to provide you with even some of the preparations. I'm here to provide you with the knowledge on the fact that there are things that are alternative, and you are left to make the decision. Now, not on your own if you're taking medication. Again, I advise you, strongly advise you to talk to your healthcare practitioner as to how he can wean you. And you can tell them, I don't really want to take the medicine. I've been taking it for years. It's not getting better. Like, why is it that somebody is on the same medication for years and it's not getting better? Again, because it is designed to treat the symptom. So as long as you're taking it, you're going to feel good, but it's not dealing with the root of what's really wrong. So it's okay to have that conversation. Hi, Terrence. Bless you. Thank you so much for coming in. It's okay for you to have the conversation and say, listen, doc, especially if you have a relationship with your doctor. A lot of people have relationships with their physician where they're able to have a conversation, but people just go with what they tell them. It's okay if you decide, listen, I want to really start incorporating some of these herbs into my lifestyle. And I like to know the best way to start tapering down on whatever it is you're taking. So that's what I would advise you to do. Let me go back to the chat. We have Sister Anita says that, let me see. Let me go up here. I don't know why it's not letting me see the chat. I believe Sister Anita said that she stopped taking, she's not taking high blood pressure medication. You used to take it, sis. I want to make sure I'm saying that right, because I'm actually in Ecamm Live. I'm not in the YouTube studio. So once y'all chats go past, that's the end of it. They don't let me scroll back or anything. So Anita asked, what about something for someone that have to be on blood thinners, anything for that? So check this out. And that's another thing. And this is why these consultations are important. Hello, Marquita. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here, Queen. So for somebody that's on blood thinners, you definitely need to have a conversation with your doctor. And I do advise people of that because a lot of the herbs are have blood thinning properties. So I definitely, for any type of medication, let me just put it like this. For any type of medication, if you want to incorporate any type of herbs into your life, you want to have a conversation. You want to have the conversation. Okay, so you want to talk to your physician. And I would advise people to do that. Talk to your physician. When I started with the Hawthorne Berry, the Holy Basil, and the Kava. Where's my Kava? When I started with the Hawthorne Berry, the Holy Basil, the Kava, I was on high blood pressure medication. I have been taking it for, how long was I taking it for? Like 3 weeks, hon?
Yeah.
I've been taking it for like 3 weeks. So I didn't really have a buildup in my system. But after the 3rd week, I gave myself 21 days. It takes 21 days to establish if a thing is going to be successful, right? They say it takes 21 days to make or break a habit. I gave it 21 days. My pressure was still through the roof. So I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and build this medication, this ACE inhibitor, up in my body, right? I'm not going to do that, and nothing's different. Like literally nothing is different. So I put together Hawthorne Berry. You guys, let me put it in the chat if you want to do further research on it. I put together a preparation. It's a combination of Hawthorne Berry, Holy Basil, and Kava. And literally 48 hours, my pressure was where it needed to be. So of course I continue to take it because I say if you're going to get on an herb for an ailment, if you're going to incorporate herbs for ailments, give yourself 3 months on that herb and then cycle off of it. Okay, you don't want it to be something that you consistently build up in your body and then you become resistant. This is what they do. That's why those medicines stop working after a while. If I'm taking something every day for the rest of my life, guess what? Eventually, my body's going to be so accustomed to it that's not going to do anything for my body. So when you're doing herbs, you want to cycle off of them. The only thing that I take consistently 365 days a year is my Cmos. Yes, because it has 102. So Cmos has 92 of the 102 minerals, vitamins, proteins that the body is made up of, right? It has what my body is made up of. Then bladderwrack has the rest. So the body requires 102 minerals, vitamins, and proteins a day to function at capacity. That means my immune system is functioning at capacity. My liver's functioning at capacity. My kidneys are functioning at capacity. I'm not holding on to toxins in my body. And if it's functioning at capacity, then any invader, any free radical, anything that wants to come in, try to disrupt this amazingness that's going on inside of me, is going to be met with my white blood cells to kick its behind out. So the Cmos, the bladderwrack, the burdock root is a powerhouse. It is an alkalining, literally powerhouse to give your body all 102 of the minerals that this body's made up of. Every last one of them. Every single mineral that the body's made up of is in these capsules. In this one capsule. Now, if you want to take, this is 750 milligrams twice a day. This is my personal, guys. So I don't want you to think I'm sticking my finger in something. I'll sell it. But twice a day, you good to go, baby. You good to go. Dana says, I'm going to get something to try for my Try It Tuesday. Awesome, Dana. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Sis, okay, you're going to be, I'm telling you, you're going to be feeling incredible. Now, another thing with Cmos, especially I share with you guys, or those of you that were here when we came in, between November and the middle of January, you know, I was watching what I was eating. Hey sis, how you doing, boo? Thank you so much for coming through, Sylvia. Appreciate you being here. I'm on this weight loss journey and I'm like eating the way I'm supposed to eat. Like I ate one time a day. Nothing crazy. Intermittent fasting. Literally, me and my husband were intermittent fasting between 18 and 20 hours a day, giving ourselves a 4 to 6 window eating, 6 hour window of eating. So we had between 4 and 6 hours a day we were eating. Then the rest of it, we were fasting, right? I was the same weight every single day, so I didn't lose anything and I didn't gain anything. So why am I holding on to all this weight? So, of course, stress had a lot to do with it. Again, around the holidays, I shared with you guys when I lost my mother and how I dealt with this. And literally, I'm going to say this because it's my testimony. I had Graves' disease and now I don't. I had hypothyroidism and now I don't. I had high blood pressure and now I don't. Why? My life. This is my life. Okay? Natural plants, herbs from the earth to support the body so that it could do what it do, baby. Right? So remember that Jamie Foxx song, I'm gonna make it do what it do, baby? That's what these herbs do for your immune system. That's what the Cmos do for your immune system. It make it do what it do, baby. That's what it does. That is what it does. Terrence says, what happens if we don't eat enough calories? So check it out, Terrence. If you don't eat enough calories, then your body hold on to fat. So that's what I found out. So why couldn't I lose? Why did I plateau? Why did I stay the same weight for that long time? Because I was eating one time a day instead of spreading it out in small, increments. And your body goes into survival mode. It'll hold on to fat. They starving us. Now, if you fast for 3 days, or if you go on any type of liquid diet, smoothie, I don't like the word diet, but if you go on any type of, you want to do a lifestyle change, right? So you want to give yourself some time to get the bad stuff out. So you go and say you want to do a strict 3-day fast, then yeah, your body's going to have an issue. It's going to hold on to fat the first day. It's going to hold on to it the second day. But that third day, it's going to have to give it up, because what's going to happen is ketones is going to kick in, and ketones is what literally fuels the body off of fat. Stored fat, new fat, whatever fat. And so that's what I learned. I was very, very successful with keto, because that's what it does. It gets your body to the place where you're not burning glucose, you're not burning sugar, you're not burning carbohydrates, you are burning straight fat, which means you have to eliminate those things. You got to get those things out. Sisters with Stories says your body stores fat because it doesn't know the next time you're going to feed it. Exactly. So that's what happens. So people feel like, I'm not going to eat. I'm just not going to eat for a couple of days. If you go on a few more days, then your body will shift. It will shift and start burning that fat. But people say, I'm not going to eat for a couple of days. You starve yourself, and then when you finally do eat again, you eating like a savage. So it literally wipes out or writes off anything you did prior. Terrence says, what if a person weighs 115 pounds and don't eat? Who is that? They need to eat, Terrence. What you mean don't eat, brother? Like they not eating at all? Sylvia said, that's my problem lately. I've been fasting a lot. I barely eat. I lost a lot of weight. So I'm trying to make myself eat. Okay, so when you don't eat, and I know Sisters with Stories can attest to this as well. When you do not eat for, okay, let's just say you go past 4 or 5 days without eating, it becomes very difficult to eat because your stomach ain't had to break anything down. Your intestines didn't have to contract to push anything through. So now it's become very relaxed, right? Sisters with Stories was in the hospital how many months? They had her on liquid. At first, they didn't have her on anything. She couldn't even have an ice chip, right? And so when it came time to her for her to, when they cleared her to be able to eat solid foods again, she had to learn how to eat again. She had to learn how to eat again. And so they tell you to start off with like juices, like fresh pressed juice, like you're juicing. I'm not talking about going to get you a little fruit punch, you know, C and none of that sugar laden juices, but fresh juices and herbal teas. Bone broth is incredible when you're breaking fast. It has a lot of things that will help give you the strength that you need. And so that's great when you're breaking a fast. Fruit juices, like from the real fruit. Say for instance, I wanted me some apple juice. I would juice the apple. I'm not gonna go buy the fructose filled apple juice at the store. I would juice the apple. So I begin to put the electrolytes and things that my body needs to, you know, feel a little better. You have to slowly introduce foods back into your body so that it can start picking back up and doing the things that it normally did prior to you not eating that way. Sister Anita said, sis, this is incredible. I don't know why I can't see my chat. Let me see if I can plug in my mouth, guys, so I could see Terrence's comment. So I'm gonna go back to Anita's comment. Terrence says they don't want to eat. They may eat like 400 calories a day, but weigh like 115 pounds. So is this somebody who feel like they weigh too much, Brother Terrence? Excuse me, guys. Is this somebody who feels like they weigh too much? Because that sounds like something psychological. Because you should be eating. And you definitely need more than 400 calories. And people don't realize you could go to myfitnesspal.com, put your weight in there, put your height, your weight, and it will tell you what the required salary. Ooh, it's where the money coming? Money coming? It will tell you your required calorie intake daily to help you maintain weight. It will break it down and tell you the calorie intake you should be taking if you want to lose weight. And it will tell you the calorie intake you should be taking if you want to build muscle, right? So 400 is definitely not it for anybody. They're not going to gain any weight. They're not really giving their body the nutrients that it needs. You can't get the nutrients that you need in 400 calories a day. And it could be something psychological. People don't realize some people will look in the mirror and see a whole nother person because in their mind, and I blame a lot of that on social media. And I believe that what was awesome is Sisters with Stories broke that down when she did her live the other night, which was incredible. I was sharing it before you came, Sisters with Stories. It was incredible because she had a panel. She had men. She had a couple of men. One was my husband and another was my nephew. And they talked about men in depression. What does that look like? It was so deep. It was incredible. We're going to do it again on this channel tomorrow, 4 or 5, probably 4. We're going to spend like an hour together and talk to some of these men because, listen, who do they have to talk to? When they're told don't cry, men don't show their emotions, men don't act like that, men don't express themselves, like you got to be strong, you know. So it was incredible dialogue, and it's just something that needs to be discussed from a man's perspective. What does that look like? Men in depression, what does that look like? What does it look like? A lot of us don't even know what it looks like, right? A lot of us don't. Sisters with Stories says if you guys need meal ideas, man, let me plug this up because the chat is moving. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to unplug my, it's whatever. It's going to tell me, you unplugged it incorrectly. I know I did because I need my mouse. Because I don't want to miss what you guys are saying. Like, I'm trying not to be the person that talks so much so that I can answer some questions. Yay, I can go back and answer some questions and see, because it looked like I got great dialogue going on in the chat. I want to be, why is it my mouse working? All right, so Lisa's plugged up. So let's see. All right. I'm going back. So guys, y'all may see me read something that you've already said. And okay, that's what's up. Sylvia says she had HBP and cured it naturally. That's awesome, sis. Yes, there's herbs to support all that. PCOS, any type of, even menopause. I'm there. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm a walking billboard. Number one for if you're on a weight loss journey and you're dealing with hormonal weight resistance, I'm the person to talk to about how to break through that. And number two, if you're dealing with menopause, perimenopause, all that, and you want to live your life, the rest of your life to be the best of your life, symptom free, I'm the person to talk to about that. So yeah, we over 50, so we know about it. We know about it. Let's see what else you're saying. So Terrence, the person that's 115, that's eating 400 calories a day, maybe have a conversation with them, and see if you can tap into the reasons why they're doing that. So here, Anita says, I don't have an appetite, but I make myself eat something. So Anita, you never have an appetite, queen? Yes, sis, get back to doing your smoothies. That's Sylvia. I love smoothies. And guess what? I dunk the Cmos capsules in the smoothies. So you could dunk the Cmos capsule in the smoothie. I got some Cmos gel in there as well. Or you could put a couple of tablespoons of your Cmos in your smoothie, and you can get your Cmos in every day. Okay, Terrence says they just scared to eat. So is it healthy to understand? Yeah, listen, they're scared to eat. I get it. Some people have had traumatic experiences with food. But that's definitely psychological. Like I said, you're saying she's scared to eat. Something is going on. Or he. I don't know if you're talking about a guy. They do, queen. So Anita says that Ensure and drinks like that, protein drinks, help if you can't eat. They absolutely do, because it gives you the protein you need. Sister with Stories is a great caterer. She cooks amazing foods. She cooks incredible meatless foods. So definitely check her channel out, because she has a recipe on there. She made, what was the chicken called? Because it wasn't chicken. It was cauliflower, but it looked just like a little drumstick. Was that like an Asian General So? It was something she did over there with the cauliflower, and it looked incredible, guys. It looked incredible. You guys are having great dialogue over here. Anita said, it's okay for men to cry. We are all human. And sis, I agree with that. I'm sure the women in the chat agree with that. But so many mamas have raised their sons to not cry. So many mamas have raised their sons to not express themselves. And now we have men who've grown up with that ideology, right? That if I show who I am, if I express who I am, then I'm weak. So I agree with you. We're on the same page with that. The reality is that, unfortunately, they were raised by mothers who taught them the opposite. Dana says, yes, I love to see a man who shares his feelings other than anger. That's not a sign of weakness. It's not a sign, and the anger is a sign that they possibly could be dealing with some depression. Because if they don't have an outlet to express themselves without being looked down upon in their mind, because again, that's how a lot of them were raised to think, then they're going to be angry. That's the next emotion, angry. You know, you got stuff bottled up. If you got stuff bottled up, you're going to be angry. If you can't express how you feel, you're going to be angry. If you can't get it off your chest, you're going to be angry. Thus the reason why we have a lot of angry men out here. So a lot of times that's what it looks like. Terrence said, I try to eat around 1,500 calories a day, and that is awesome, Terrence. Applause, brother. That's where you need to be. Listen, and not everybody, again, if you're definitely trying to lose, gain, or maintain, then you want to go myfitnesspal.com. Let me just type it in here. You could get the calorie intake that you should be taking in every day according to your weight, your age, and your height. So they'll give you that. You can get what foods are best for you to reach these goals, and you can also set up your own food diary there. You know, you can set your food diary up there, so that you can monitor what you're eating daily. And it will break down the macros, how many calories, how much fat, how many carbs, how many proteins, and that's how I was able to, when I was on keto, maintain eating below 20 carbs a day, because I was actually seeing what I was eating. Anita says, anger is a way of releasing what they need to say. It is. That's the only way they're releasing it, because they don't know no other way. So a lot of times that is what it looks like. Sylvie said, I used to keep up with my calories, but stop. I need to get back to it. I have a scale that checks my fats. So since you're using words, I could subcutaneous and visceral. Okay, so subcutaneous and visceral, etc. I need to look those up. I need to get that app again. I definitely need to get that app again. Terrence says, I will cry at any moment in the whole. I know that's right. Yes, I know that's right. Listen, do you not know ministries is a tears? I call it. That's what I call it. What ministry was the wailing women called to? Was the midwives called to? Was the women who cried out? Women who get down on the threshing floor and intercede. That is a ministry of tears. Tears are necessary. There's nothing wrong with it. So I love that. Terrence says, also exercise speeds up your metabolism, so we need to work out too. Absolutely. Or just get them moving. Like when you start talking about exercise, people be like, oh no, I'm out of here. You know why? Because they think you're about to get into some boot camp type of exercise. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you can pull up a YouTube video with Afro beats and give yourself 15 minutes of just moving, and you got it in for the day. You got it in for the day. Anita says, sisters with stories, you hit the nail on the head. Let me come up here and see what Sisters with Stories says. Sisters with Stories says, protein bars, bananas, oranges, Greek yogurt are some things that you can eat to increase your appetite. Yes, absolutely. And then even if it doesn't increase your appetite, you're getting the protein that you need. And protein is definitely necessary. You want to get that. I don't know how we got on food, guys, but that's fine. I'm loving y'all dialogue here in the chat. I am loving it. And I told you guys I'm supposed to be working. That's what I had up there, working chat. And I ain't did nothing but ran my mouth. That's all I did was ran my mouth. That is it. So guys, this is what the Cmos looks like packaged up. And listen, it is flying off the shelves, if I so to speak. You get 30 capsules. You get 30 capsules of the Cmos bladderwrack burdock root. We have quite a few here. This is handmade, prayed over with love. I know that it comes from the earth. There are no fillers in it, but I still ask God to bless it, to anoint it, and to change it from a natural to a spiritual, so that whoever is consuming it will reach the desired results that they are looking for. Expectation, and this is something I have gleaned from Sisters with Stories because I love it. Expectation is the breeding ground for miracles, signs, and wonders. So when I'm making these products, I'm making it with the expectation that it's going to provide the person who is consuming it, who's taking it, exactly what they need. Brother Terrence says, Tracy, this topic is so important to be fit for God. It is. I started up a workout challenge, and we need to be fit and eat right. And that's awesome. I'm also doing a challenge too, but I'm doing it first, and I'm going to bring it to my family, my online family, with results in 21 days. Monday, I will be starting 21 days by 21 day Cmos weight loss challenge. So remember those stubborn pounds that I told you that I held on to because I was eating, and Terrence, I was one of them, not really getting the calories that I need. So my body held on to the weight. It became resistant. Literally, I went 3 months at the same weight. I didn't lose anything, didn't gain anything. It just held on to me, and I'm ready for it to go. I'm ready for it to let go. I'm ready to release it. I'm ready to be delivered. I'm ready to be set free. You feel me? And so we know that the Cmos can really help to detox at that cellular level. And also, I will be doing, my calorie intake daily is 1,400 calories a day. So Monday, we're going to be doing that. We're starting off with a 3 days of smoothies. That's it. Getting this system to the place where we got a clean slate. Okay? And so right now, I'm telling you guys, my current weight, because I'm 5, I wonder if I could, y'all ain't gonna be able to see me. My current weight, I'm a little chunky in the waist area, right? I'm a little chunky. So my current weight, I stand at 5 feet, 8 inches tall. So I'm a tall girl, right? And my current weight is 211 pounds. People be like, you stop lying. You ain't 211 pounds. Yes, I am. And a lot of it is in the midsection. So we are doing a Cmos weight loss challenge for 21 days, and we're going to come back. You hear what I'm saying? I am 211. Let's put it in here so we can come back, have something to refer to when I'm down to the 180 goal that I'm looking for. That's the goal. 180, that's my goal weight. A doctor again will tell me, no, your goal weight is 125. Come again? You tripping. My goal weight, where I look healthy, I feel healthy. I feel incredible. I feel energized. Is at 180 pounds. Why am I telling you this? I'm glad you asked, because I like accountability. I like for people to be like, you said, well, you listen, and all I got is my word, right? I am going to be faithful to this. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to do the meal plans. Now, that's kind of hard, so I'm going to have Sisters with Story help me with that. She's good with that. For the next 3 weeks, and this month is fitting because it's only 3 weeks in the month. So the month of February, we're doing our Cmos and smoothie weight loss challenge. I'm going to come back here so that people can see that it's the real deal. I don't like to just tell people this is what this can do for your life. I want to show you. I'm a show and tell type of girl. So when they say, how did you do that? How did you? Right here, baby. Cmos, bladderwrack, burdock root. Period. 15 to 30 minutes a day of working out, getting my body moving, exercising my heart. Okay? And then that's going to be it. Dana says, I have been exercising daily and cutting out fried foods, more water, no sweet, seafood, more veggies. So listen, sis, that's awesome. That is awesome. And that's a great start, because let me tell you, and people, it's not really a secret, but people like to think it's a secret, so they don't really want to tell people. Losing weight is not really complicated. When you cut, what Dana says, you cut the sugar out. So you could cut the sugar out. You stop eating the pastas and the breads, the white starches. Your meats, some meats, you know, trainers will say some meats like protein, chicken, things like that, you can eat. But I would say if you can cut down as much as you can, you'll see the weight fall off. With little or no exercise, because you are eliminating the things that stores itself as fat. Empty carbohydrates like breads, cookies, cakes, potato chips, crackers, rice, pasta. Those things convert into fat. It converts to sugar, and it is stored as fat. Sugar, it keeps your your glucose levels high. And so it's used as fuel, but it don't do nothing for the fat. It don't do nothing for the fat. So you cut all that out, sodas, juices, all of that. Drink a gallon of water a day. Listen, drink a gallon of water a day. Consume fruits and vegetables, no hybrids. What you mean by that? Everything that you consume with regards to a fruit or a vegetable, except for your leafy greens, has a seed. Anything seedless has been manipulated by a man, woman, or whoever grew the plant. So no hybrids, right? You want the real deal. You want your lemons to have seeds. You want your limes to have the seed. Okay? I wish somebody would bring me something that ain't got no seed in it. Okay? No, we're not doing that. So you want to do your fruits, your vegetables, no hybrids. You want to decrease your meats, your fish, any type of, what I tell my husband, he be going in there and he'll look at the beef patties and I'll tell him that's processed. So any type of processed foods, fast foods. And listen, if these are things this is the way you like to eat, and you want to get your body in shape or to a place where it's functioning optimally, give it up for a little while. It ain't something you got to give it. Like I tell people this: if you're gonna do what you're gonna do to lose the weight, and then you go back to the same dysfunctional way of approaching food, eating food, thinking about food, without having the mindset that I eat to live, and not that I live to eat. Everything that's moving and ain't nailed down, then you go back to that, you're going to get those same results. If you begin to adapt a different lifestyle change here first. It's got to start here first, baby. If you adapt these changes here first. This is why I like to tell people I deal with the holistic man, the holistic person, the holistic child. Why? Because if you deal with it here, right? You make the decision here, you settle it here, then everything else is going to be okay. It's not going to be a struggle, and you got to come back and find yourself trying to convince this, where it should have started, that we're going to do this. This time we're going to stick it out. This time. No, start with it here. That's like somebody going to get gastric bypass surgery. I know people who've gotten gastric bypass surgery, who've gotten a sleeve, who've graciously lost the weight, and not too long after it, put on the weight plus some more. Why? Because it had not been decided here. Because it had not been worked out here. There was not a conversation here, and a decision, and a signed contract, and this is what we're going to do here before the decision was made. So we want to do things where we can stay consistent. Again, all I got is my word. It's already been decided here. Why? I'm getting older. I just turned 53. And I want to be healthy. I want the rest of my life to be the best of my life. When you deal with weight in your midsection, right, that is like pre-diabetic. That's like you're opening yourself up for all types of dis-ease, ailments, and anything, because that's not a healthy thing to be. Like literally, I'm not big nowhere else but in the midsection. So we got to deal with it. So I think that's great, Dana, that you've cut back and you are working on that. Let's go back and see what you guys are saying. Yes, me too, Sylvia. Less carbs. That's my my kryptonite. Pasta, shrimp. Okay, so seafood is not bad, but too much of it is, and I think too much of anything is. because they tell you salmon is good and omega-3s and all of that, and it is. And it all depends on where you purchase from, because salmon is also full of mercury. Unfortunately, they have not been kind to the waters that these fish swim in. So anything that you consume that they consumed, you're consuming, if that makes any sense. So for me, my first couple of weeks to keep it safe is going to be the fruits and the veggies, the smoothies and the Cmos, to keep it safe so that I can detoxify all the crap up out of it. Sisters of Story says fruit holds, and I know I'm going back, so I was running my mouth. Fruit holds a lot of sugar as well, so keep that in mind for those that are substituting fruit with everything. Absolutely. So your low glycemic, let me just not try to use those big words, but because I know it in my head, but when it goes to come out of my mouth, I could jack something up. So, okay. Your fruits that are low in sugar are your berries, your blackberries, your blueberries, your raspberries, your strawberries, right? Even mangoes, like maybe if you get a 1/4 cup of them, especially if you're mixing it in your smoothies. Everything else, sugar is high, so you want to do it in moderation. It has its own natural sugar, but yet again, it's still sugar. So that is so true. That is so true. And all of thy getting, let's get an understanding, because people think, oh, this is good, this is healthy, this is a vegetable. Potatoes what's potatoes? Potatoes a vegetable, but it's starchy, right? Carrots are vegetables, but they're starchy. So you want to do these things in moderation. There are, Sylvia, so many hybrids out here. Sisters with Stories sent me a picture of a strawberry. What is the name of it? Type it in the chat, Sisters with Story. The strawberry was white with red seeds. Who knows what that is? What's the name of it is? Because it is a hybrid strawberry. And she's going to tell you what's a cross between. Dana says, I got to work on less carbs. I have a trainer and coach. That's awesome. Who has been getting on you to eat less? Yes, honey. And that's, woo, them carbohydrates is the devil, baby. They are good. It is the devil, just tempting. I got to look at the sandwich that says, does thine tempt me? Yes. Like everything got to be a sandwich. So sis, I'm with you on that. Sister Story says, broccoli is delicious, but it's a hybrid. Yes, it is. Cauliflower is a hybrid as well. Y'all do your research. Do your research. Again, in all thy getting, get an understanding. 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 Listen, even what I'm telling you. Like, let me go see what this Cmos do. She just talking because she's selling it, so of course she's going to pick it up. Go research it for yourself. I dare you. Go research it for yourself. Go check it out for yourself. Sylvia says, let me get back to it because I'm one of them people says. She said most people are big in their midsection. Visceral fat lies in the spaces between the abdominal organs and in the apron of tissue called the omentum. A subcutaneous fat is located between. Girl, come on here. I gotta get you up here, honey, because yes, you talking. Absolutely. Fat all over the place. How about that? Layers of it. Want to go on. Anita says, yes, rivers are polluted. They are. Dana says, I need a detox. I can't wait to try your detox teas. Let me tell you something about the teas, sis. We be so bloated, we don't even realize. Number one, I shared this before when I was sharing from the perspective of being a third party in a business. Now, I want to share with you from the perspective of my business. And one of the things that I've learned to be true, we could carry around 30 to 40 pounds of waste. Years and years of impactions on the colon walls. These listen, you give yourself a break and you begin to take these herbs that are detoxing you at a cellular level, drink these teas that are detoxing you and getting in there and literally sweeping the walls of your colon, getting years and years and years of fecal out of there, fecal matter, and then not for nothing, you will begin to say, well, that's why I was bloating. Because you will literally get to see right before your eyes the shrinking tummy. You will see that this was waste. I was carrying around years and years of waste. And so it's important to start there. It's also said that the immune system is in your gut. So if your gut is jacked up, guess what else is jacked up? The immune system. We want to heal these places. Anita says apple cider vinegar is good for detox in bath water or 2 tablespoons a day. Yes, it is, Queen. Absolutely. Apple, they keep the doctor away. I love my Bragg's apple cider vinegar with the mother in it. So much so I even not only take it, ingest it, bathe in it, clean my mirrors with it. Listen, that's the only thing I know that you can consume and clean things with. Sanitize your house with. Literally, it's a rinse for my locks. It detoxes my locks. Literally, when I put my locks, it's probably twice a year, I will detox with apple cider vinegar, of course, spring water, and a tablespoon of baking soda. It sounds like a science project, but when I put my locks down in there, it is literally cleaning my locks from the inside out. So it's very powerful, very powerful. Tara says that cherry tart is good as well for inflammation. You see my tart cherry up here, sir? Are we looking at the tart cherry? Like, that's what we're doing? Because we keep this around the house too, brother. So you are absolutely right. Great for inflammation. Great, 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 great for inflammation. We got tart cherry. If I want juice, that's what, I'll sip on that. We got pomegranate juice. If I want a little bit of juice, I'll sip on that. Those things that are going to be beneficial to my body. So it is absolutely great for inflammation. Yes, so that's great. Sylvia says she has a list of foods that are hybrid and those that are real. That's good. Sisters with Story says beets are great for inflammation as well. Yes. Where are the beets? Where are the beets, baby? So beets are great for inflammation. Listen, we have a storehouse. We're taking our beets. We're not just talking about it. We do this for real. We do this for real. Yes, we live this for real. We do. We have mushrooms. We got shiitake mushrooms. We got reishi mushrooms. We got cordyceps. We got lion's mane. We have, what is the other one? My favorite. When you put it in a cup and with some warm water and a little bit of almond milk, tastes just like coffee, but it's not. The Chaga Mushroom is incredible. They drink it over in the UK. That's their coffee. It's that good. So we got it going on over here. Cherry Tart Queen it's a juice. It's a juice. You can get it in a powder, I'm sure. Sylvia says, on my other channel, I used to talk about all of this. So it's refreshing being here, listening to you educate us. And it's a wake-up call for me to get back to what I used to do. Yes, and that's how I started this off. In the interim, I started off by saying that I've helped so many other people with regards to their health and wellness businesses to the place where, I began to feel in my own spirit, well, what about what you know to do? What about what you would like? What's going to happen with your vision? What's going to happen with your dream? What's going to happen with your passion? And I literally incorporated my business, Locks and Tea, January 1st, 2022, so that I could birth out my own business from the ground. If you go to my channel, I got a video up there where I was sponsoring Cmos company while I was at home encapsulating my own Cmos, and literally that video got 14,000 views, and they got so many sales from my referral link and I had to chase them down for what they contracted they would pay me if I did the video. So that's another thing that says, no, boo, you're not even promoting your own Cmos. And you chasing somebody down for something that you sat up here and promoted and got all these views for their business and got all clicks through their link and got all those sales for it. Now you got to chase them down for something. So yes, Sylvia, get back to what you're passionate about. Get back to what you love. Get back to what you know. Hey, Pandy, how you doing, Queen? Happy Saturday. Get back to what you know and do it. That's what I'm going to say to you. Terrence said he drank 4 ounces in the morning and 4 ounces around 6 o'clock. What y'all drinking? See, I had to backtrack so I could see. Oh, the tart. We're talking about the tart. Terrence, are we talking about? Yes, cherry tart. I love cherry tart. So, Dana says, does the mushroom drink give you energy? What? Oh, let me pull something up for Chaga. Let me show you guys. Let me turn my mic on. So, hopefully, why are you behaving like this? Why are you behaving? My mouse. Okay, there we go. Let's pull something up on Chaga, sis. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, Chaga. Sis, there's so many benefits in Chaga till we will be here all day discussing it. But yes, it does give you energy. It doesn't have any caffeine, so of course it's not going to work like coffee, but it gives you that taste if you're a coffee drinker and you love the taste of coffee. I'm not really a coffee drinker. Every now and again, probably like maybe every 3-4 months, I might have me a cup of coffee. Or if me and my husband are traveling, he doesn't fly, so we're traveling by car, I'm having me a cup of coffee on that ride. So those are the only times I really drink it. And it gives you the comfort of coffee, but not the caffeine nervousness of coffee, nor the crash. And the benefits are incredible. So I'm going to pull it up and hopefully I can share my screen. Again, guys, I'm on Ecamm Live. You could do all of that, but I'm still learning how to. So here it says Chaga Mushrooms, its uses, and let's pull this up here. Let me put it on the screen. Let me put it on the screen, y'all. Listen, if I don't do this right, charge it to my head, not my heart, because guess what? Again, I am learning. I'm learning. Ecamm Live. How long is it going to take you to learn it, Trey? However long it takes. We learning Ecamm Live. So let's see if I can pull that in. I don't know. Did it ask me how I want to share my screen? Okay. So it's telling me, can you guys see my screen? Oh, here, this is what we do it at. So listen, y'all learning it with me. So let me give my oh yeah, so I'm not gonna be hopefully you guys can see can you see my, let me see. I gotta call her back. Okay. Oh, guys. Okay, so you can see my screen. All right, but can I put the video up? Why can't we see this? Okay, so you can't. Can you see this? Okay, so this is what it says about chaga mushrooms, and hopefully... I hope you guys I didn't mess, can you guys still hear me though? Because y'all, like I said, I'm learning. I don't want to, Oh, so I did that, and what it did was, let me just do this and make this new scene. Guys, y'all on this real time with your girl. Listen, I wanted to stop asking me. All right, so let me read this really quick to you. Pandy says yes, so hopefully that means you guys can hear me. Hopefully you guys can hear me. So, what are chaga mushrooms and are they healthy? Right? Chaga mushrooms have been used for centuries in Siberia and other parts of Asia as a medicine to boost immunity and improve overall health. Though ugly in appearance, the chaga mushroom is gaining popularity in the Western world for its potential health benefits. What's more, a cup of tea made from chaga is packed with antioxidants, right? And so, like any herb, like I shared with you guys, you want to just consult with your healthcare practitioner, your doctor, your physician, because mushrooms, along with other herbs, come with some risk, and that's just according to whether or not you are taking and consuming any type of medications. So, of course, they can interact with your medication. So you don't want to take anything that's going to interact with your medication. It's a plethora of things that chaga does. And listen, chaga, Google it, YouTube it. You're going to see a whole plethora of stuff. We're going to come here one day and just sit and give you guys a whole list. I'm still in the box here. I haven't even taken everything out. Let's get some more herbs out of here so I can show y'all some more stuff. So we have, I don't know if anybody ever had this as a tea, but we have sage. It is a great herb and it is an incredible tea. It is an incredible tea and it smells incredible. It smells incredible. We got hops. Hops is what they used back in the day. They used to use hops to make beer. Now it does not taste like beer. And beer for me is disgusting anyway, but it does not taste like beer. Of course, I know what beer tastes like. You know, I ain't always been who I am. It doesn't taste like it, but it's incredible. Hops is one of those adaptogens that'll have you kick back, relaxing, and all as well. Hawthorne Berry is great, like I share with you guys, for the balancing of high blood pressure. It works on your blood vessels. It literally is an incredible herb. I want to pull that up and show you guys what Hawthorne Berry, all of it, because it's so much that it does. But one of the greatest things that it does is to help to regulate your blood pressure, and it helps to regulate your blood sugar levels. Guys, I got so many herbs. It's just so much. So there's no way I'm going to get through all of them today. What I got up here, and this thing goes all the way down. What I got packed up on the table. I did show you guys. This is one of my favorites. This is chamomile with bee pollen. It smells incredible. Let's put a little in my hand so I can kind of show you guys what it looks like. Hopefully you could see that. Oh, it's showing me. I don't want it to show me. I want it to show the tea. So I'm on my my DSLR. Let's put this in my little container and not back in this container. I'm on my DSLR, so if I put something up, it will kind of highlight it for me. Let me see what y'all saying. What's up with shit take, sis? Type it in here. Should take mushroom. Sage is awesome. It smells incredible. You got the hops too? Listen, let me tell you something. It is, which is why your girl got capsules to encapsulate anything that I cannot eat. What about valerian root? Could you imagine? I don't see how people drink valerian root tea. Have you smelled valerian root, sis? Oh no. There's no way I can take that unless I encapsulate it. That's awesome, sis. So Sylvia says she plans to start growing a lot of her herbs, which is the best way to do it. Wildcrafted. Yes, I love chamomile and bee pollen. Girl, I need to go to your house. Come on. Come on. Come on. This is delicious, sis. Oh, it's one of my faves. It is one of my faves. Yes, it is. It's one of my faves. Your kids be begging for the bee pollen? Yeah, thanks for letting me know too, because I had no idea. Let's see what's going on with this shit. I'm still catching up with what you guys are saying. Okay, yeah. You got a lot of heirloom seeds. You need to go ahead and sis and make it do what it do, sis. You need to go ahead and make it do what it do, sis. That's what you need to do. All right. Yeah, we've shown you, of course, red clover, blood cleansers. Red clover cleans your blood. I love it. I love it. Let me see what else I got up here. Let's go. Let's do a show and tell. So of course we got my mortar. I also have I got another one. What is it called? Yeah, I have a granite mortar as well so some of these whole herbs here, if I want to encapsulate them, I'll just use the mortar. I know some people like to just go ahead and throw it in a coffee bean grinder. Not me. I like to do it the old-fashioned way. And I will mortar and crush my herbs. It gives me great pleasure to know that I am creating something. So we have Yohimbi. You guys have heard of Yohimbi? Yohimbi is good. It's a good, I think they put this in, what's the blue pill, guys? What's the blue pill? Somebody put it in here that they making for men. What's that blue pill? The erectile dysfunction pill. Well, you know God got something for everything, right? Yohimbi will help with any type of situation, you know? It'll help with that. It'll help out with that. It helps out with that. It helps out with that. Oh no. Okay, Sylvia says, definitely don't want this MSG in your diet. Should take mushrooms have the highest amount of naturally occurring levels of MSG, approximately 1,060 milligrams of glutamate per 100 grams. Tomatoes and cheese have natural MSG also, yes. Okay, when we consider all of this, we can see how easy it is to become out of balance, allow oxidative stress, yes, to manifest into disease. And that's exactly what it does. So a lot of the herbs I take is to combat oxidative stress, is to combat any type of free radicals. Oxidative stress causes your cortisol levels to be through the roof, which causes your adrenals to be out of whack, which causes your thyroid to be off keter, which causes you to hold on to hormonal weight, and a whole plethora of other health diseases, autoimmune diseases. So definitely we've taken the should take mushrooms off the shelf. Thank you, sis. Viagra, that's what, thank you, sis. Thank you, Dana. So, you know, you listen, God got you. God got you. You got problems? God got you, baby. Well, he got some Damiana for women. Women get to the place where their libido is low. And, you know, they're not trying to be bothered. They're not trying to hear nothing. They ain't about it. Again, it goes back to your hormones being out of balance. So if your hormones is out of balance, you ain't gonna want nobody messing with you. Damiana, baby. We got the Damiana. St. John's wort. St. John's wort. St. John's wort. One of my favorite herbs, guys. This is definitely one of my favorite herbs here. A balancer. A lot of my herbs are balancers. I got linden, clevers, Lemon balm, I showed you guys. Partiarco, have you heard of the Partiarco? That's a natural antibiotic. That's something you don't want to take a lot of either, but it does the job. Elderflower, I make oils out of elderflower. It smells incredible, so I infuse oils. Probably like a jojoba oil or a even a EVOO or coconut oil. I will infuse it with the elderflower. It smells so good and it's great for your skin. We got milk thistle, that's good for your flushing out your liver and also to help any type of congestion or if you're dealing with any fatty liver situations. Fatty liver is not just from people who drink. Some people have fatty liver because of diet. And so milk thistle is great in assisting you with getting rid of that fatty liver. And we have sarsaparilla root. Sarsaparilla root is high in iron. It is a natural occurring iron for anybody who is dealing with any type of, okay, where did I have my bottle at? Okay, anybody who's dealing with any type of anemia type of situations, if you're dealing with low blood and anemia, you're cold all the time, you know, that herb is great in getting your, sarsaparilla root is great in getting your iron levels to where they need to be. We got Tongkat Ali. That is also a good herb for supporting female health. You know, female health, female reproduction, female balancing, helping you when you're dealing with menstrual cramps and PMS, baby. Damiana is great when you're dealing with PMS. I really don't like when people say, I think probably when I got over 40, you know, when people would make excuses for being mean. I'm pregnant. I'm on my menstrual. Okay, well, you don't got to be like that, though. You know, it's really a choice. And in some instances, it's not a choice because if the hormones is out of whack, you're not choosing to be psychotic. You're not choosing to be crazy. So you want to balance your hormones. How do I do that? How do I balance my hormones? I'm going to tell you something. The Advil ain't going to do it. Tylenol ain't going to do it. What is that going to do? It's going to treat the symptom. You want to get to the root of it. Why am I like this? Because my hormones is out of whack. Damiana, baby. Yes, will get you right. Damiana will get you right. Maca is great too. That's a great adaptogen. I love maca. What else? Again, the mugwort. I love that. These calming herbs, these soothing herbs, chamomile, soothing herbs, kava, soothing herb, valerian root. Smells horrific, but is an incredible soothing herb, especially if you're dealing with, yes, red raspberry leaf is the bomb and it's great. It helps to support the female anatomy as well. I love it. I love it. Yes, that's right, sis. Don't cover it. Don't cover it. Let's deal with the root. Let's get to the root. You know we don't like to deal with roots. It's easier for me to make an excuse. Y'all don't mess with me because I'm on my pin. Don't mess with me because this is my time of the month. Don't. Y'all know I'm going through menopause. You ain't got to be like that, boo. We got something for that. We got something for all of it. We got something that's going to cover all of it. So I love what I do. Again, if you guys weren't here, I got rose petals as well. I make my own rose water. This is what we sprit the natural hair with. The locks. Rose water is very, very nourishing and hydrating. So you can spray it on your skin. You can spray it all over your body. It smells incredible. And it is great for keeping your natural hair moisturized. When I tell you my locks feel incredible. Now, if you go to get you a bottle, I don't sell rose water. I'm just sharing with you guys what I do. Most of the things that I do is natural. So I'm making my own rose water. I'm making my own flaxseed gel. I'm making my, listen, this is what we do. This is what we do over here. This is what we do. I make my own body butters. Now, the body butters were birthed when my mom dealt with chemotherapy and it started to destroy her skin, right? Anything she put on her skin, it would just like suck her skin up. The skin would suck it up and she would be dry out, scaly, all of that. I said, let me get me some mango butter. Let me go get me some shea butters. Let me look at these oils, research these oils, and put it together a combination for her skin. And we added some lemongrass, right? We added some scents like that, some grapefruit, some essential oils, right? With the grapefruit, the lemongrass being one of my favorite. And we begin to rub this on her skin. We added some tea tree oil. We begin to rub this on her skin, and lo and behold, she's going for her chemo treatments, and the nurses are saying, wow, you're glowing. What's going on with your skin? Oh, you smell incredible. Where can I get that? And ding, girl, you better start packaging up these daggone body butters too, okay? And so we did body butters, all natural. We got coffee butter. If you take coffee beans, organic, grounded up coffee beans, let me just tell you guys how to make this. Organic, grinded up coffee beans in your crock pot with the oil of your choice. My choice was coconut oil. So I would use the coconut oil, the coffee beans, crock potted on low for a good 3-4 hours, then strain the coconut oil off the coffee beans, and I have this incredible antioxidant coffee oil that smells incredible. So you're rubbing coffee oil on you. Not only do you smell like a morning cup of coffee, you smell good, but you're also nourishing the biggest organ on your body. People don't realize whatever you put on your skin is eating it too. That's what pores are. Pores are the openings in your skin that allows your skin to breathe. But what you put on it, you are feeding yourself, and it goes right into the bloodstream. So a lot of times people are dealing with things internally because of what they're putting on their skin. A lot of these lotions, they got alcohol in it, right? They got different things that you can't even say out loud. You don't, even if you can sound it out, well, what the heck is that? These things are going on your skin. So when we put these, that coffee smells incredible. That oil smells incredible. So I would take the coconut oil infused coffee bean, and I would mix that in my mango butter, and I would whip that up and have a nice frothy coffee whipped shea butter, body butter, and I would slather that all over my mother. I would slather that all over her, and she would go in there, and it would perk up, because that's what coffee does, right? If you smell a cup of coffee while you were in your sleep, some people have the Corix where they have them set to go off at a certain time. You smell like coffee, that wakes you up, right? Your morning wake up, right? And so that's what it does. It's very nourishing. The antioxidants are great, and it's so good for somebody who deals with dry skin, eczeama, have stretch marks. Baby, talk to me. I got you, sis. I got you, bruh. Talk to me. Even men like, well, what about me? I don't have stretch marks, which some men do. But, some men have like razor bumps. Not just here, but on the back of their neck, wherever they're getting shaved at. Talk to me. There are things that you can give your skin, your body, to support it. Well, you could, listen. I'm 53, and they say that I'm aging backwards, and I'm not aging backwards. I'm aging exactly the way that I'm supposed to age, and that is gracefully. But trust and believe that I am giving my body what it needs daily to stay in tip-top shape. Yes, I am. So, doesn't mean that, like I said, I could not escape Omarion, right? That's Omicron. I just say that, put a little humor on it. My husband and I had Omarion over the holidays, and it came and went. Why? Because our immune system was ready for it, baby. It was ready. And as a matter of fact, we went 2 years without getting sick. To keep, of course, practicing social distancing. When we were shopping, we wore our masks. When we were out, we wore our masks. So all of a sudden, when everybody caught it around Christmas, it must have just been in the water. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't put ourselves at no risk for it. Nonetheless, 5-6 days later, we were good. we were good. So I'm grateful for that. Thank you guys so much for listening. I love this. Y'all had a great dialogue here. I really didn't get a whole lot of work done. You know, I told them I'm working, but we're gonna get to it. Putting together some orders. And I'm going to definitely be sharing my passion the same way I've tenaciously shared other people's passions, plugged in their product and different things like that, and got them buco business, you know, with not even, you know, a lot of times a thanks. Like I said, that last one, that Cmos one, I had to chase them down. So we're not going to be doing that. That's why you don't see me doing a whole lot of that over here. We're going to be, this year, 2022 is our year. I'm putting it in an atmosphere for everybody who has a dream, a passion that they've put to the wayside for everything and everybody else. This is the year that your dream is revived. This is the year that your passion is revived. This is the year that you will do what you were purposed to do in the earth. This is your year, your season to step out on faith. I told you, January 1st, 2022, I said, this is the day. Now, ain't nobody open today, but we're going to get the paperwork together, and come tomorrow, we're going to send it in to get this incorporated. Locks and Tea is now incorporated in the state of Virginia as a business, as a limited liability company. And I am the owner of Locks and Tea, right? So it does not mean to say that I have not been selling product and I have not been sharing, you know, the Cmos and different things with people. It just means to say that we are now giving what we have a passion for a name, and we are putting ourselves in front of everything else. Literally. Now, you guys that know me know I ain't talking about putting it in front of God, because he's the reason why I'm saying yes to Tracy in 2022. He is the reason why, again, I'm saying yes to Tracy in 2022. Supported so many businesses, and I loved it because, you know, it's in my niche. I love health and wellness, but what about me? Getting sales for these businesses, I'm being a third party, getting the little trinkets coming down, but what about me? And this is something that I've been doing. And so why not celebrate my own self, revive, or literally, when you, that's what you do. You revive somebody. I literally did mouth to mouth resuscitation on my dream and my vision, and I gave it life. And so I'm gonna walk this thing out 2022. Y'all gonna get, prayerfully, y'all won't get sick and tired of me promoting my Cmos. Prayerfully, y'all won't get sick and tired of me, you know, promoting my teas and things that I've been doing. Prayerfully, you guys will not get sick and tired of me. And I know, listen, I know you're not, of me promoting health and wellness, holistic health and wellness as a way of life, as you knowing that you have options. I would never tell anybody, and I say this, I would never tell anybody to stop taking your medicine. Don't listen to your doctor, because again, I believe that they are here and they are anointed to tell you what the diagnosis is. But I encourage you to be proactive about it. Do your research and see, is there an alternative? Since I know that I do have a choice in the matter when it comes to my health. A lot of people just going by what they're being told. You have a choice in the matter when it comes to your health. You can be proactive about your health. And you can make the decision on what it is that you want to give your body to assist it in doing, again, what it was created to do. So this year, for every person in business under the sound of my voice, you will be successful. You are already successful. Your name is going to be broadcast out in the streets, across the nations. People are going to be looking for you. That thing that you've been looking for is looking for you, and it will find you in 2022. And I'm speaking that over the life of everybody who have a desire to do something to make a difference in this world, to make people better. I'm not just sitting here talking to you guys about teas and herbs and plants and sea vegetables and mushrooms and different fruit and vegetables. I'm talking to you about changing people's lives, like literally giving people the tools that they need to be better. So I'm not the person that's going to say, I ain't going to tell you how I made that. I'm going to tell you how I made it. I'm going to tell you how I made it. If you go all the way back in history with our culture, grandma or the matriarch was always the one that people would go to when they were ill, when they weren't feeling good, when they were sick, right? She always was able to make it better. She was always able to put something together to make you better, to make you feel better, right? We getting back to that, especially for this culture, this community. We getting back to that. So yeah, I don't trust everything that mainstream, let's just say that, because I don't want people to be like, she's talking about doctors. Like, no, I don't trust everything that mainstream says, because they've lost that trust a long time ago. But I will go to listen and hear what it is that you are saying. Tracy, you have Graves' disease and hypothyroidism, and there's no cure for it, and you're going to have to take this methimazole for the rest of your life. Okay, thank you, doc. I'm very respectful. Thank you so much. What about lifestyle change? When they're going, no, I've never heard of it, never seen that. Most people I diagnose with this, if the thyroid doesn't correct itself, then they're living with it for the rest of their life. Okay, thank you so much. Appreciate your time, your wisdom, right? That type of respect. We appreciate your time, your wisdom. But guess what I did? I went and did my research. I had already been in herbology, so I went and did my research, right? And then I went and talked to an integrative doctor who broke this thing down. You going through all of that because the root of the matter is you are angry. The root of the matter is you're not grieving in the way that you ought to. You're not allowing yourself to feel. You're denying yourself the outlet of crying out for the loss of your mother. And so all of this stuff is staying locked up inside, and it is manifesting in ways like hypothyroidism. It is manifesting in ways like high blood pressure. It is showing up like rheumatoid arthritis. It's on the scene as an autoimmune disease, when really the root of it is to deal with your anger. So we dealt with the anger, and guess what? The goiter's gone, right? The goiter's gone. We dealt with the anger. The goiter's completely gone. Guys, out to here. Look where my hand's at. It was out to here. If I wore a turtleneck, it looked like my face came all the way down to my chest, like I did not have a neck. We dealt with the root of the matter, and we are better because of it. So because we're better because of it, listen, everything you need is already on the inside of you to be successful. There's something that each and every last one of us can do, that we were gifted with, that we have been entrusted with, to make things better. Not just for us, but for the people around us and for the world. Be the change you desire to see is what I'm doing here. I'm being the change I desire to see. And I know that you are too. I know that you are too. And I'm looking forward to hearing the success stories. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys thrive in what it is that you love to do, that brings you joy. I'm looking forward to just seeing you blow up on the scene with reviving your dreams and the things that you love. And so I'm excited about it. It's going to happen for you. It is going to happen for you. It is going to happen for you. And it's going to happen for me too. It's out there. Thank you guys so much. We're going to cut this because, listen, I really do got to get some work done. But I thoroughly enjoyed this, and I'm grateful for you guys hanging out with me. I'm going to be coming back more. You know, I say that a lot, guys, but I am, because I want to share with you again, like I said, a lot of times on my Saturdays, this is what I'm doing. I'm working. I'm grinding. So I can set the camera up and just allow you guys to see me put my orders and stuff together. And, I might not do a whole lot of talking, have a nice little, some music playing or whatever, because, not no copyrighted music that I can get strike for, but some epidemic sound music and some music I'm paying for, playing in the background. And it could just be a whole vibe. You know what I'm saying? It could just be a whole vibe. And if you guys have any questions with regard to some of the herbal preparations that I'm putting together, you could definitely come with your notebooks and take notes. Oh, she using this, and this, and that helps this. Yes, I'm going to be telling all the secrets. It's not really a secret, right? It goes all the way back again to Big Mommy. Like I said, it goes all the way back to the one that grandmama in the family That grandmama in the family that said, send her over here. She cramping real bad like that. Send her over here. And she make you that real good cup of tea that you don't know what she put in it. But you know that as soon as you begin to sip on it, it begins to soothe the pain in your abdomen and your pelvic area. And Big Mommy always made things better. Right? Big Mommy always made things better. Yes, she did. So we just going to come and share what we know and also share what's been passed down through generations. Right? So that we can continue to pass it down. When you don't know what to do, yeah, it's something to do. When you get the bad report, I'm not going to go crazy and ballistic over the bad report. It's something that you can do to be proactive. Now, I know people, well, you know all that you know, then how come your mother died anyway? She died of cancer. She didn't die of cancer. She died from chemo. Let's just keep it real. Cancer didn't kill my mother. Chemo killed my mother. Because once they kill your immune system, you're out. So chemo killed my mother. And that was the starting point of me studying herbology, so I did not know what I know now. But had I known what I know now, it might have been a little different, but God's timing is perfect. So, hey, and he's sovereign, right? So the whole reality is this. Yes, I was angry. And I was angry with God because I prayed and you took her anyway. This how I know I'm free, because when you got stuff that you could shine in the light that people don't want to say out loud, listen to what I'm saying to you. I prayed and you took her anyway. Healer, right? You're the God who heals, right? There's a balm in Gilead, right? You were wounded for our transgressions, bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace is upon you, and with your stripes we're healed, right? I was angry with God. So I carried that anger here in my thyroid. And it showed up and manifested. And it disfigured me to bring my attention to it. To the fact that there's a root that needs to be dealt with. Long story short, the way my relationship with God is set up, right? The way it's set up. That in my quiet time, in my repentant time, in my time of sharing with God, that I feel like this, but I don't want to feel like this, because I know that you love me. I know that you love my mom. I know that you hear and answer prayer. The Lord began to lead me to an understanding that he's sovereign and he don't take nobody over into glory sick. So what I prayed for, I said, God, heal my mother. I wasn't specific and say, God, heal my mother and leave her here. He did exactly what I asked him to do. Even though he took her, he did not take cancer. Cancer's not in glory. He didn't take her sick. He says, you got to understand my sovereignty, daughter. You got to understand that I am a God who does things the way that I want to do them. Now, yes, I answered your prayer. Not in the way that you desire me to answer it, but I heard and I answered, and it is well. And ever since then, it has been well. So in that, I begin to heal physically. I begin to heal spiritually. I begin to heal emotionally. Psychologically, I begin to heal. And it became a burning desire on the inside of me to see everybody healed in that manner. Holistically. Holistically, how do we get to the place of holistically being healed? How do we get to the place where my mind, body, and my spirit is healed? God, if you're going to use me in ministry, then I need you to use me. This is my desire, and he will give you the desires of your heart. I need you to teach me how to heal men holistically. Give me the know-how, the knowledge, the understanding, and the tools to be able to pour into them, not just their spirit, but be able to give them the wisdom that they need so that physically they can be healthy, mentally they can be healthy, psychologically they can be healthy, spiritually they can be healthy. So it's that deep. It's on the place, it's on a level where the desire went from me wanting to see God perform. Oh, did you see that I prayed for him last week and he'd been delivered from diabetes? To seeing God do miracles, signs and wonders. The expectation became, if you're going to use me to heal, lay hands on the sick and they recover, then let it be, Father, in a way where I can experience or behold the holistic healing of an individual so that they can be all that you called them to be in the earth. That was my prayer. And so that's when the passion really became burning on the inside of me to get into my herbs, to get into the things that God left here, the tools that he left here so that we could be healthy from the inside out, to get into sharing my story with people and telling them. Because at first I was ashamed, and ashamed, when you're dealing with shame, you're not really delivered. And so at first I was ashamed. How do I, a preacher, tell people that I was mad at you? He said, you tell them. We got a relationship. When you have a relationship, see, he said religious folk might not understand you because they're religious. He said, but those that have a relationship with me will understand that sometimes in relationship, you might feel a little way about somebody, but you work it out, right? And so he says, you're going to explain it in that wise. You're going to share it in that wise so that they too can come out and say, well, I've been mad at God too. He took some things from me too. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. So that's my story. That's my passion on why I do what I do. I do what I do because I've been there. I've experienced what it's like to be holistically healed from the inside out. And that is my heart's desire, to see other people experience that. My prayer was answered. He like, you mad at me? I did what you asked me to do and you mad at me? Because I ain't do it the way that you wanted me to do it? I'm sorry, Lord. Thank God for repentance. Thank God for the opportunity. Thank him for another a chance to say I'm sorry. I had it all messed up. I was selfish, I even got to the place where I realized that God allowed me to be born to this woman, but she was not mine. She was his. She was always his. We're always his. He just loans things out, right? He just loans people out. He loans our children to us. Listen. So, she was mine first, pretty much. Thank you guys for listening to me rant, because I can rant. But I wanted to just share a little bit of the fact that your girl has become official in business. I am officially the owner of Locks and Tea. So y'all see that? I ain't just saying it. I'm officially the owner, the CEO, baby, the proprietor, the founder of Locks and Tea. And I'm excited about it. And you're going to hear a lot more about it. So, guys, if you're free tomorrow, tune in 4 o'clock. I know, Terrence, you go on like 5, right? 5 o'clock. But my 4 o'clock will probably be your 3 o'clock. If you guys are free, we're going to have a panel. It's going to be some brothers up here, my husband included. Like I said, it was incredible. And we're going to look at what depression looks like from a man's perspective. And that dialogue was incredible. So, if you're free, come on and listen in. I'm sure it may help some women to just get a peek into why, some of the behavior is like it is, why they're like they are, and they're sharing, again, because they know that I'm a person who, we're going to talk about it. These brothers don't mind being transparent, and they don't mind giving you the root of why they're where they are, or especially if they've been through and they've come out, which for the most part, thank you, Pandy. Thank you, sis. I'm so excited. I'm telling you, I'm so excited. I'm still with CTFO. I love it. But other than that, everybody else, right? Everybody. Because some of these companies, one thing I found out about CTFO, they give you the liberty to do you. And then some of them want to hem you up and say, you can't do nothing but us. So while they're banking and stacking and all of that off of your shoulders, your stuff is on the back burner. Not another year of that. We're not doing another year of that. No, we're not. We're not doing another year of that. So I'm excited, sis, and I feel so good. I mean, I'm telling you, when I made the decision, it's like things just start lifting up off of me. Like just, so I know that it was the right decision, and I know that it was time. It's not I've been doing it behind the scenes for years, but listen, God will make your name known, and that's what he desires to do for each and every one of you. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. Again, free tomorrow. Tune in, tap in, even if it's for a couple of minutes. Let's hear what these brothers is talking about, because they talking, right? They are talking, baby. And it did me so good to just hear. It also gave me another level of clarity as to why so many men, let me not say that because I don't like to stereotype it, but why a lot of men are narcissists. So, I mean, and a lot of it is just stemming from the fact that there's a deep-rooted thing that's happening that a couple of them that's been delivered from that is going to share. It's something when you're on the other side of narcissism and you're shining a light on it. It's powerful, because I know those that's still living in this, like, if you don't shut up, bro, if you don't close your mouth and stop telling all the secrets up in here, they gonna figure us all out. They gonna figure us all out. But guys, again, thank you. I appreciate you so much for tuning in. This was definitely random, but I'm so glad that you guys tuned in. I appreciate each and every one of you. And we're gonna do it again. We're gonna get our schedule back together. And get something more consistent. But we have not been consistent. Number one, Omarion. Number two, the business. But we're getting things back on track, and it's good to know that I can come on here and still see you guys as beautiful, 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 beautiful presence. Like you are still here. You have not left me. And for that, I am glad. For that, I am glad. Thank you, Dana. Thank you. Dana said, awesome information. Sylvia says, woo. Yes, there are some deep, deep root in them. I know about it. I know you do, sis. We're going to have to get you up here to talk about it. Sis, yes, we are. We are going to have to get you up here. But thank you so much for hanging out, Pandy. I appreciate you so much, Queen. Terrence, thank you for popping in, hanging out. You didn't just pop in, bro. You hung out. And, I'm grateful for it. Sisters with Stories, thanks for coming through. Jaden was here. I really, really appreciate all of you guys for hanging out with me. We definitely gonna talk about it, sis. We gonna talk about it. Cause listen, it's people in I feel like when y'all already know how I feel. We ain't gonna say it again. Y'all know how I feel. I like to drag it in the light. Drag it in the light. Let's go ahead and shine a light on it, because it don't like the light. But you guys have a blessed remainder of your day. We going to eat. You going to take me to eat? You going to feed me, Seymour? We going to find something to do. Me and my husband are empty nesters. So, I mean... Anita, thank you, Queen. I haven't forgotten you, boo. Thank you so much for hanging out, Anita. I appreciate you being here. Marquita was here too. Appreciate my girl Marquita always popping. When I come on live, Marquita is popping up in here, baby. She popping up in here. I'm looking forward to also showing you guys how we make the Cmos gel too. So maybe we'll do that in the next video. I already got a huge jar of Cmos gel in my refrigerator I made. And where's my Cmos at? Did I show you guys my Cmos? Wait a minute. Let me get the Cmos. I know I'm supposed to be, every time I'm leaving, I'm not leaving because I have to show them something else. But where's my Cmos? So I have to show you guys the Cmos. I gotta put my hand on it. I don't know exactly where it's at right now, but oh, there it is. Let me show you guys my Cmos. So this is what the Cmos looks like before I'm gonna take it out of the pack. You soak this bad boy, it blows up. This is Cmos from St. Lucia. That's what it looked like. Y'all see that? So I soak the sea moss. When I'm making the gel, I'll soak this right here. This little piece right here will blow up 15, 16 times its size. And there's so much goodness in it. So much goodness. So much goodness. We're going to work on that the next time. You got some in your freezer, sis? Dana said, I will bring my orders while you work. Yes, baby girl, yes. She said, I will bring my orders while you work. Let me go back up to you. We can all get things done together. Absolutely. Yes, let's do that. That would be great. Thank you, Anita. I appreciate you being here. It was only great because you were here, Queen. You made it great. That's real Cmos, baby. Yes. So we don't play around these parts, okay? We don't play around these parts. We don't play around these parts. We got Cocoa Mecca too. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it because y'all know if I keep going, I'm gonna keep going. Appreciate you. Love you. You guys have a blessed remainder of your day. And hopefully I'll see y'all tomorrow, 4 o'clock. You ready? Ready to come back and share what depression looks like to you? Share a little bit about when you dealt with it. Powerful, powerful testimony. I'm excited to hear it. I'm excited to hear it. All right, guys, have a blessed day. I'm out for real. I'm sorry for yelling. I'm sorry for yelling. I will do, sir. Will do. Thank you, Terrence. Love you. You guys have a blessed day.